Hey guys, this is the Dominator of the World doing a commentary video on Empire Total War multiplayer. In this battle I command the French, and my opponent, Prince of Troy 98, commands the Great Britain. So let's look at my army. In my army I have my General's Bodyguard, 1 unit of Cuirassiers, 1 Garde du Corps, or Garde du Corps, or something, 4 Tirailleurs, 10 Line Infantry, 1 militia, and 1 royal ecuses. Prince of Troy 98's army has his general's bodyguard, 2 regiments of horse, 2 lifeguards, 7 line infantry, 2 grenadiers, 3 light infantry, and 1 Ferguson rifleman. So he started out, well, we both started off this battle by heading towards the big hills, because this is the Austrian Pinnacle map, and I got into the hill first, and he charged his cavalry into my line of skirmishers. So here's his cavalry charge. And my objective for this battle was to control all the choke points in this map and to hold them throughout the battle. So right here he penetrated through one of my choke points, so that's gone. But I'll be able to hold the other ones for a while, until I give up holding them. But anyways, on my last battle, I want to bring up an interesting point from a comment made by someone called Junior V Unleashed Music. I memorized his first sentence from his comment since it's an entire paragraph, but it goes like, nice video, Prince of, oh wait, Poser of Macedon. Apparently he thinks I am trying to copy Prince of Macedon's videos, but I am not trying to do any of that. So, I don't know why he says that, especially since I try not to talk like him or anything, and since my name doesn't have Prince of anything in it. In fact, it's Dominator of something. But anyways, I bet he doesn't even play Empire Total War. Or if he does, he's one of those really good players who camps on big hills and spams artillery, so that when you walk towards him you get demolished by his artillery, because that's what good players do. But anyways, enough on that subject. Here's my line infantry. He's broken through my tirailleurs, and now he's charging to my line infantry, and I've gotten them into square, so we're able to repel his cavalry charge. And now on my left flank, I'm sending in the rest of my tirailleurs to charge into his cavalry. But here's my center. Here my line infantry is going to hold its choke point, and he's advancing his light infantry and the rest of his army to attack my position there. But his light infantry looks like it's about to rout already. And on my far right flank, I have all my cav, including my general's bodyguard. And he was going to charge that, but he decided not to, and he sends them all towards the center. And that's good, because I was planning to send my cavalry to assist my tirailleurs and line infantry from the cavalry charge. But before my cav gets there, my line infantry is able to rout them. So anyways, in the center, we're duking it out with the rest of his army. And since he has numerical superiority, he's gonna win this duke if he continued it. But since he doesn't, he's unable to completely demolish my defenses. But here he's routed one of my defensive lines, and so that leaves a big gap in my defense. So I'm gonna kamikaze all my horses into his infantry units, so that I can buy myself some time to put another unit of infantry into that gap. And that manages to work for one part of his big blob of infantry, but the other part is free to move wherever they want, so it didn't really work how I wanted it to. And it's going to cause me to lose my general. But then again, he lost his general earlier on in the battle whenever he charged my square, but I had to edit that part out. So, sorry guys. But anyways, here I'm sending up line infantry to fill in the gap, and they won't get there in time to fill in the gap and make it how it used to be. so I'm gonna have to stop them in mid-route so that they can start shooting, and so that they don't accidentally get into a bayonet fight. So anyways, he doesn't get any of his line infantry into square so that he can repel my cav force, and I don't know why. But anyways, on his right flank, I demolished it, and so I was able to move the units that I had there around the mountain so that I could shoot him from behind. And over there, where you just saw, I was shooting one of his grenadier units that was walking towards the battle. And here I'm moving up my militia unit so that they can bayonet charge into his infantry units. And so, what now? And the rest of my units, except for the ones that went around the mountain, I'm sending the rest of my units towards the center so that I can bayonet charge them into his guys, because I'm seeing that this is the decisive moment of the battle, is a huge bayonet charge. So anyways, here they go. And here are 3 of my line infantry units that have gone around the mountain so that they can fire from the rear. And apparently his general's bodyguard came back from routing, and he charged them into one of my line infantry, but I got them into square in time. So now they're routing again. And in his far left, if you can see it, there's one unit of line infantry that he's forgotten about, and I'm gonna go and take them out. And there I've lost my general. So that's causing my general's bodyguard to rout. But here I've brought in all my line infantry to bayonet charge his line infantry, so it's become a very big bayonet fight, which caused my computer to lag a lot since there were so many units there. But anyways, here he's sending up his line infantry that he forgot about, and he's gonna position them so he can sort of give some flank fire to the infantry blob. But one of my units is gonna face him directly, and they're gonna provide flanking fire for a while, and then 2 of my units are gonna bayonet charge that unit later on in the battle. But I'm not sure why he didn't just duke it out with that one unit of my French line infantry, because I'm pretty sure he would have had some sort of advantage since my guys were loading, so it would have taken, he would have had the first shots. But anyways, the rest of my line infantry have gotten into position behind his line infantry, so now we can start firing at him from the rear. So now all of my line infantry is in the bayonet fight, except for a few who are still going there, and the ones in the back. So anyways, and his grenadiers threw their grenades right in the middle of the bayonet fight, and that would have been a cool close-up, but it would have lagged way too much. So anyways, here we've gone into another bayonet fight, which is basically a miniature version of the actual bayonet fight, which is happening right behind them. But anyways, I'm gonna win that one because it's 2 versus 1. So, but now you can see that some of our units are routing, and more of his units are routing. So that's gonna cause a mass rout in just a second. Right now, there's the mass rout. So I've won both bayonet fights, and except for one unit, well, actually he's routing now, so never mind. So that's basically the end of the battle. And he actually, probably, if his units hadn't had a mass rout, he probably could have thinned down my army a good amount before losing, because he still has a lot of line infantry there. But nevertheless, that's the end of the battle. And good game to my opponent, Prince of Troy 98. And hope you guys enjoyed this video.